Hey guys, I want to talk to you about the exam that's coming up and sort of give you some highlights about what's going to be on it, and just try to answer some questions ahead of time so we all know what's coming. Here's the situation. Obviously, a lot of this is going to be honors system. I'm going to put the exam on Canvas. You are going to essentially get it off Canvas. You're going to take the exam. You're going to turn it in on Canvas. I'm going to make it available for 24 hours. So beginning on Friday, I think it's September 25th, I think is the day that our exam is. I'm going to make it available at 1:30 on September 25th, so when class would normally start. Maybe a little before that, maybe like 1:15. And then it will be on Canvas for the next 24 hours. So you'll have from then 1:30 on Friday to 1:30 on Saturday to finish it and turn it in. If you have trouble turning it in, then just send me an email to make sure I have it, to make sure I know that you did it. If you turn it in after 1:30, I will on Saturday, I'll take it, but I'm going to reduce points. And I'm going to set a limit. So Saturday night at 11:59, I'm not accepting any more exams. So make sure you get it in. And if that's going to be a problem for some reason, like you are, I don't know, something big is happening on Saturday and Friday, like you're going to the hospital or something, it's got to be big, then let me know and we'll talk about it. Talk about it another time for you to be able to turn that in. So you're going to have 90 minutes to do the exam. I know it's a little bit longer because it's the take home and all that kind of stuff, so I'm giving you a little more time. But you have 90 minutes to finish the exam. This again is honor system. When you start the exam, you'll have 90 minutes from when you start. So when you look at the exam to when you're done, 90 minutes. Don't look at the exam, then walk away for a few hours, think about it, do some studying, all that kind of stuff, then take the exam. I'm saying from the time you look at the exam to 90 minutes, that's all the time you get. And then just sort of set yourself that limit and then turn it in from there. Don't break it up, don't make it 45 minutes, then I'll come back later and do another 45 minutes or anything like that. I want you to treat this exam like we were in class, taking the exam. So that means no open notes, no internet, no help from friends, no, phoning a friend, anything like that. Don't let your parents help you, your grandparents, the neighbor kids, don't let anybody help you. So just again, I want you to treat it like you were sitting in class taking this exam. Again, this is honor system. There's not much I can do if you cheat, but you'll know and it will haunt you the rest of your days. Trust me on that. Let's see what else. Oh, what's actually on the exam? So I think what we're going to do, and I haven't really written it yet, though you guys did a great job coming up with the study guide, and I think it's a pretty good study guide. What I think we're going to do is we're going to have 3 total questions. So I want you to think about it, split up into 2 sections. So the first section is going to be what we call a short answer. And that's going to be, I don't know, let's say it's going to be almost maybe 200 words, somewhere in that range. I did this. I actually did a little, don't read my notes. I did a little test to see how many words I write on a blue book, and it was 125 words on 1 page. So 200 words is roughly a page and a half so let's say that the short answer will be about 200 to 250 words. And I'm going to give you probably 4 questions, and you're going to choose 2 of those to answer. Okay, so that's part 1. Part 2 is going to be a longer answer, which we're going to say is, hold on, I'm doing math. I should have done this ahead of time, but I am a horrible person. So we're going to say that's about 400 to 500 words, and it's going to be a longer question, and it's going to be one question that everybody's going to answer. So it's probably not that difficult for you to kind of look through the study guide and say, what's probably the most important stuff that we've talked about? I bet that that's what we're going to have a question on. But who knows? Just try and get in my head somehow. I put some tips and some study guide help on the exam on the study guide. Sorry, I said that wrong. Some test taking tips on the study guide. So take a look there. One of the big things that I really want to harp on is that remember that the exam is really the best way that I have to know if you are doing the work, understanding what's going on. So your answers should involve, convincing me you've been doing the work and you know what's going on. It's really that simple. So I don't want just facts split at me. I was at the lectures. I wrote the lectures. I get what's in them. You don't have to spit it back at me. That's not telling me that you know what's going on. It just tells me that you can take notes. What I want is I want you to, again, convince me that you know what's happening, that you've been doing the work, not just coming to lecture, but doing the readings, you've been thinking about what's going on, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So think about that way in terms of how you answer the questions, not just I have answered it exactly the way the lecture notes say I'm supposed to answer it. That being said, lecture notes are a good place to start. Okay, so that's all I have. I think that I've said everything I want to say. Sorry, I know this is really annoying that I'm just looking through my notes to make sure that I don't miss anything. I think it's good. Okay, so that's it. Good luck. If you have any questions, we can talk about in class on Monday or Wednesday, or you can email me or just ask. Okay, thanks. Bye.